Hey guys, it's Danny. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in our house, smoothies are a staple. Sometimes we do them for breakfast, sometimes lunch, sometimes even dinner. So today, rather than sharing with you a recipe, I wanted to share the formula. For today's In the Pantry, I am showing you my clean and delicious smoothie making system. Now, first things first, I want to go over all the different ingredients I like to keep on hand in order to make quick on the go, clean and delicious smoothies whenever we want them. So the very first thing is frozen fruit. We keep tons of frozen fruit on hand. Some of our personal favorites are frozen strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and organic mango. Now, if you wanted to freeze your own berries, you can learn how to do that right over here in my How to Freeze Your Own Strawberry video. You could apply that to any berry. But I do recommend when you're making a smoothie, stick with the frozen fruit because number one, it's cheaper. Number two, it's picked and flash frozen in season. So no matter what time of the year you're enjoying your smoothie, you're eating seasonal fruits. And number three, the fruit helps keep the smoothie cold and nice and creamy without needing ice cubes, which in turn creates a more flavorful smoothie. The second thing you need is a thickener. Now, in my opinion, the world's best smoothie thickener is a frozen banana. Now, I showed you guys how to freeze your bananas in a way that they don't end up in one big clump stuck together. You could check that out in this video over here. But that is my favorite way to thicken up my smoothie and make it nice and creamy. Now, I know that some of you cannot eat bananas because you've written to me and told me this before. So if that's true for you, a couple other options are the frozen mango again. Not the fresh mango. Frozen mango has the ability to make your smoothies very rich and creamy. And another option is an avocado. Avocados do magic in a smoothie. They make them super rich and decadent and indulgent, add a ton of healthy fat. So that there's another option too. Curious from you guys, do you have any tips or input here? Share with me down in the comments below. Help our people that cannot eat bananas out. Let's all work together here. Number three, dark leafy greens. Now, I almost always add dark leafy greens into my smoothie because it's an easy way to get your greens in without feeling like you're eating your greens. And I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I know that my body wants and needs the greens, but I don't feel like eating them. And that is when I know it's smoothie time. Side note, this works beautifully for your children as well. Now, my favorite choice is a big handful of fresh kale or spinach. If I don't have that on hand, then I move to my frozen greens, just like your frozen fruit. You could do frozen spinach, you could do frozen kale, frozen collards, like this, a leafy green blend. Any of them work, and they're definitely underutilized in a smoothie, so don't forget your frozen greens, guys. And then my third option are my spinach pops. Now, I showed you how to make these a couple of years ago in this video right over here. And basically what you do is you take some spinach or kale, blend it with water, and then make ice cubes. And then you've got these cubes, you can pop them right into your smoothie. Now, these are great because they blend right in and there's no little bits of green. So really good if you're just getting started or if you've got kids that are a little resistant. Go with the spinach pops. Either way, all three great options to get some greens into your smoothie. Number four, protein powder. Now, it's not essential that you add protein powder into your smoothie, but I almost always do because number one, we're getting a lot of healthy carbs from our fruits and vegetables, so adding the protein creates a little balance. Number two, I find that the protein helps keep me full longer. And number three, it tastes really good. By adding just a quarter scoop of the protein powder, you get really good flavor and it helps make the smoothie even richer and creamier. And since it is my life's goal to make my smoothies taste like ice cream, you are usually gonna find protein powder in my smoothie. Now, of course, you want to look for the cleanest protein powder you can find. And a couple of my personal favorites that I've been using lately are the Robb protein. Whenever I'm using whey protein, I go with the Robb. And when I want the raw plant-based vegan protein, I go with Sun Warrior. I will leave links to both of these down in the description box below, should you be curious about these protein powders. Number five, we need some kind of liquid. Now, personally, when I make my smoothies, I usually either go with water or almond milk. And I usually like to make my own almond milk. If you guys want to do that, I show you how to do it in that video right over here. But you could also use from the grocery store, an organic soy milk, the almond milk, cow's milk. You could do coconut water or coconut milk. All of these would work beautifully. The only thing I would try to stay away from is fruit juice, because we're already adding a bunch of fruit to our smoothie to begin with. And in my opinion, when you take the fresh fruit and the frozen fruit and add that on top of the fruit juice, you're just gonna get too much sugar. So stay away from the fruit juice, stick with the options right over here. Number 6, last but not least, are your flavor boosters. Now these are going to be some of my favorites, but you are by no means limited to what I've got here. First, I'm a big fan of adding a scoop of a nut butter, either the almond butter or the peanut butter, both delicious. Coconut oil, add a couple teaspoons of coconut oil into your smoothie. Not only do you get those amazing healthy fats that's so good for your body and your skin and your hair and your nails, but it adds a really nice, sweet, mild coconut flavor as well, which I find to be absolutely delicious. Then I've got my chocolate center over here. You could simply do a scoop of unsweetened cocoa powder. That makes the smoothies really rich and chocolatey. Or you can do your chocolate the superfood way and buy this amazing grass green superfood chocolate drinking powder. So what I do is I take a scoop of this, it adds a nice chocolate flavor, but it also gives us a good dose of those healthy greens and all the little superfoods that we don't get in our day-to-day life. Another road I like to travel when it comes to chocolate is a scoop of raw chocolate cacao nibs. This is gonna give your smoothie like a cookies and cream effect, like a nice little cookie crunch in there, but it's the raw cacao nibs. Absolutely delicious. And remember what we said about ice cream before? Smoothie tasting like ice cream. You're definitely gonna wanna get that. Okay, then for those of you that want a little extra sweetener in your smoothie, go the old natural way, right? You can either do a fresh date. It's amazing how sweet and delicious these dates are and how much flavor they can give your smoothie. Or you could do a little bit of raw honey or maybe even a little bit of maple syrup. Any of those will give you a nice sweet flavor without doing a refined sugar. Okay, so now that you have a good understanding of the things I like to keep stocked for my smoothie making system, now what I want to do is share the formula. So here's what it looks like. So you're going to start with 1 cup of liquid. I'm using 1 cup of almond milk. Then you want your thickener. I've got half a banana. Next up, frozen fruit. 1 cup of frozen fruit. I'm using half strawberries and half raspberries. Then your dark leafy greens. I've got 1 cup of loosely packed kale. Half a scoop of protein powder. And then for my flavor boosters, I'm doing a few dashes of cinnamon and 2 teaspoons of coconut oil. Pop the lid on and blend. Look at that creamy smoothie. That is so yummy. And remember guys, this is just a basic formula, so we gotta shake off those perfectionist tendencies and be willing to play a little bit. If it's a little bit thick, add some more liquid. If it's a little bit runny, add a little bit more frozen fruit or even pop in a few ice cubes. The best part about this is that if you just use this base and go from there, you've got a pretty good launching pad to discover your favorite flavor smoothies. And when you do find them, I want you to come back here, go down in the comments below and tell me all about them. If you guys want to print my smoothie guide, head on over to cleananddelicious.com. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you here next time with some more clean and deliciousness. Cheers. Hey guys, it's Danny. Now from the top. The second thing you need are, ready? Number 3, dark leafy greens. Now, from the top, dark leafy greens from the top. Number 1, I'm going blank right now. How annoying am I? So now, basic smoothie formula. Here's what you look